Hi guys, and welcome back to Down the Farm. Today we're looking at a Mariners farm system that may not be as nutty as you guys remember them being. Starting at Loway, we go to San Bernardino, California, which is about an hour east of LA with the Inland Empire 66ers. This is a franchise that the Mariners took over last year in the winter of 2025, and a move that involved a total of 3 major league franchises and 4 minor league teams. The 66ers get their name from the famous Route 66, but they elevated their visuals in 2014 by incorporating the iconography of a mechanic shop in a move that I think was really smart. The colors work really well, the light blue and orange feel very vintage. I love how cartoonish their logos and word marks are. 2 little uniform details I'd like to show some extra love for is the tire tracks on the back of their sleeves and the oil dripping down their back rear numbers. Their navy jerseys are a simple nod to the Mariners, nothing more, nothing less, but overall, I love the 66ers. I think they have a fresh take on a fairly common trope, and I also appreciate the fact that the Mariners allowed them to keep their distinct visual identity when they took over the club last year. Up to high A, we go to Everett, Washington with the Everett Aqua Sox. In full disclosure, the first baseball hat I ever bought with my own money was an Aqua Sox hat that had that primary frog logo on it. Between that frog logo, the admittedly goofy team name, and especially their secondary logo that features a frog foot in a sock, the team definitely leans more whimsical and funny than serious. One additional touch I have to show some extra love for is their creative use of the Mariners Trident M, where they turn it on the side for the E in Everett. I think their best jersey is their Tequila Sunrise one. If I had one small little nitpick with the team, it'd be the kerning or letter spacing on their white Aqua Sox jersey, where the A in the middle feels like it's on an island on its own. But this is a team that I grew up watching play in my hometown Yakima Bears, and I thought the Aqua Sox looked great back then, and I think they look great now for a team that plays low-level minor league baseball. To Double A, we go to Little Rock, Arkansas with the Arkansas Travelers, and this is a team with a ton of history and one that I should like on paper. The team name comes from a folktale from the 1800s. The logo, it's sleek and modern and looks good on the hat. The word marks all work on a technical level. All their primary jerseys are solid, but everything I like about this team is their alternates. I think their best jersey is their hunting camo alternate jersey. I think their best logo is their swamp possum alternate. I don't know if it's just that I don't appreciate history enough or that I like modern logos too much, but I honestly feel like there's a gap in my understanding that makes me not connect with this team the way that I should. I wish I could bring in my old college coach, Willie Steele, who's in the baseball writers wing of the Hall of Fame, to explain to all of us why we should love the Arkansas Travelers. Up to AAA, we go to Tacoma, Washington with the Tacoma Rainiers. And to those not from the Northwest asking, hey, isn't this team just named after Mount Rainier? Yes, but with 2 extra steps. To those from the Northwest saying, hey, aren't they just named after the Rainier Brewing Company? Yes, but with 1 extra step. According to the team themselves, they get their name from the old Seattle Rainiers of the 1930s. That team was owned by the Rainier Brewing Company, and that company was obviously named after Mount Rainier. On the field, to keeps things plain and simple, they use their swooping R logo on their primary hats. Their white and red jerseys feature their primary word mark. Their cream and blue jerseys have this simple text that remind me of the old barnstorming teams of the early 1900s. Comically enough, there's actually no affiliation between the current team and the Rainier Brewing Company. Even though they both have script word marks, it's their R's that are virtually indistinguishable, and I don't hate it because, frankly, neither party involved seems to mind, and oddly enough, the ambiguity seems to be mutually beneficial. To me, the Rainiers are the quintessential AAA baseball team. They are sleek, they are polished, and they are definitively Pacific Northwest. So after spending a week looking at the Mariners farm system, my favorite team is still the Everett Aqua Sox, especially in that Tequila Sunrise jersey. But I want to hear from some of you guys that are a little more true to the blue than I am. Who's your favorite team in the Mariners farm system? Let me know down in the comment section. Until next time, I'll see you guys around.